Gentlemen, and welcome to another exciting edition of Torah Talks with Rabbi Rabs and Luke Ford. I'm your host for this evening. I'm Rabbi Rabs, talking to you live from the House of Rabs, and to my right is the one and only, the very holy Levi ben Abraham, a.k.a. Luke Ford. Say hello.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, way to do it. We've already got 4 people in the chat room, and it's only 7 o'clock on the button, so a big shout-out and welcome to all of our faithful viewers who drove out from wherever you are tonight. So a big shout-out to Malachi and Henry and
Christian Faith.
And what? And Faith, who's been a loyal viewer of ours now for a year and a half, she says, and Lakewood Rob are all in there. So big hello to you guys, and we'll start the show. Levi, got a big question for you.
Yeah.
You know, there's been a lot of scuttle lately because you shaved your beard. You used to be the figure on my right with the big ZZ Top beard. Were you not?
Yeah.
For a long time, it was identifiable, like synonymous, the ZZ Top beard and Levi Ford. And now the beard is gone. You got the goyish face. So the question everybody's asking is, I'm just seeing it all over the place on the internet. People want to know, did you shave it because you're done being Jewish? Or did you shave it because you're just done being Hasidic? Or is it like you're going to now you're starting a whole new spiritual phase that you're going to bring out in the next coming days? Stay tuned. So go ahead, explain what's going on.
It's none of those. I just let it go because I was able to make some money from it, and it wasn't helping me find a wife. I mean, it was fine for a while. It's just like Miketz, the beard helped him for a while, the whole Hasidic thing, and, being this Orthodox Jew, doing this hip kind of music, and, it's cool for a while, but you can only play a role for, so long until you, want to go back to who you are. So here I am, fans, Luke Ford.
And we're happy to have him back. Big round of applause for Levi Ford. Now let me ask you something. Now you just I don't know if you realize, but you just said about Matisyahu, because you brought him up. I wasn't bringing the guy up. I didn't even think about him, but you just brought him up, and you said you go back to who you really are. So are you saying in his essence, Matisyahu is really the guy with the shaven face?
Yeah.
And then he was putting on this whole facade. He was going through.
I think he was trying something out.
He was trying out the whole. He was
the
whole, let's look like Rabbi Rabs for a while. Let's do the crossover thing and appear on stage in front of Goyim dressed as a Hasidic Jew. Let's try to move in on Rabbi Rabs' already established act.
Yeah,
right?
I'm sure that was exactly what.
That's what he is. So he was just basically what you're saying. He was a total Rabbi Rabs wannabe, right? Because I was doing, as everybody knows, I was doing comedy in major comedy clubs, the Comedy Store in Hollywood. The biggest place is the Improv, in several different improvs, the world-famous Improv, the Laugh Factory. And I was in all these places long before anyone ever heard of Matisyahu. And I was dressed just like I am today, right? So he came and he was like, I'm going to try this thing. I'm going to go on stage and wear the Jew clothes and everything. But now he's back to where he normally is. He's just a Jewish guy who plays reggae, right? And... And this is what I'm competing with, folks. And this is the story of my life.
I haven't changed my observance level. The only thing that changed is I don't wear a suit for the show.
Where you used to wear a suit for the show?
Yeah, I felt like I had to. If I had a beard, I had to wear a suit for the show. Other than that, my observance, or lack of observance, hasn't changed. In fact, I've returned to Daf Yomi every day.
Oh, good! And a big shout out, a big what do you call it? Big clap for.
So if I nod off in the middle of the show, you'll understand why. Because I'm getting up at about 5:45, taking a cold shower, taking a long cold walk to shul. It's 38 degrees out there. In the morning. It's it's cold.
All right, a big round of applause for Levi for getting back in his learning ways. And what Gemara we learned? Baba Kama?
I was reading that when I should have been davening the other day, and I learned about something called visual trespass. Because I can look out from my window and I can see a few buildings over. I can look in the apartment window of this couple. And there's a man there and there's a woman there. Okay. And sometimes I look out from my Torah study and just kind of look at them, and then I remember what I studied in Bava Kama, that there's such a thing as visual trespass, where you're trespassing on someone's privacy if you're staring, watching them.
That's right. That's right.
And so it makes me think that I'm committing a sin.
It's a form of stealing, because you're, like you said, you're taking something from that property, which is the people in there, and you're not supposed to be gazing into what they're doing. Jews are supposed to be sneas, not showing you whatever, but you're not supposed to be searching for it to begin with.
So is it bad that I have a telescope set up in my...
What do you think, Levy?
I think I should probably get myself to a 12-step meeting.
What's going on with that? Are you still doing those?
I haven't been in 2 or 3 months, but I'm right back there any day now. I was going to go to one Sunday afternoon, but I wanted to see the second half of the Broncos-Patriots game, and what a letdown that turned out to be. So I should have gone to a 12-step meeting instead.
What's going on with your career?
Well, I'm trying to learn responsibility and becoming part of a community of Alexander teachers. There are only 4,000 of us in the world, and so it's supposed to be collegial, and we're not supposed to criticize each other publicly or disparage each other.
That must be a real test for you.
Yeah, that's a real test for me. And now I want to make these wacky videos where I pull out my whips and chains and say, this is how I teach Alexander technique.
What was that about? I saw that video and I was like, what is he doing now?
And I heard some people in the Alexander community said it wasn't funny, so I took it down.
Oh, good.
Then
I didn't have to tell you either. Okay, great.
Yeah, so...
what were you thinking, or were you just not thinking when you put that
I thought it was funny.
I mean, dude, you're starting a business, right? You're supposed to be like this professional, legitimate, and it seems like you're doing everything to self-sabotage and make yourself look like you're not. And that, I would point to as the number one thing. But I'm glad that other people told you that.
Yeah.
It's like day one on my own. The first thing I'm going to do is...
Just make an S&M video.
I'm going to make
about the Alexander technique.
Yeah, on my first day as a professional business guy, and this is my business. I've just graduated. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put out a video to make myself look like a total ass. I'm going to make an ass out of myself on international internet. This is going to be great. I'm going to say, come over to my place, and I'm going to give you whips and chains treatment.
That's pretty much it, yeah.
I was like, what the hell is this guy doing? Why can't you do anything, just go straight. Just do it straight, Does it have to be like...
Yeah, I'm starting to think that was such a good idea. Got a little bit of flack for it.
I wasn't even going to say anything. I was like,
take that down.
This guy's on his own. When was that? That was Friday?
It was a little while ago, so I'm trying to learn to be more professional and collegial, but the wacky look just keeps coming out.
Yeah.
Hey, vey. I better shape up here. And I don't have any therapy for 3 weeks because of Christmas break, so I really hope I don't go off the rails.
What about...
Don't say, don't repeat what the Lakewood Rob wrote.
Oh, okay.
Please. Yeah, I've done some wacky things in the past. But I'm a changed man.
All right. So the business...
So I've been pitching. I've been sending out these email pitches about the Alexander technique, and so far I don't have any new clients. So
oh, really?
Two students currently.
Okay. Well, it's what Moshe Rabbeinu said. He said all beginnings are difficult.
Moshe said that?
Moshe said
I thought
that.
the Zohar said that.
No, Moshe said that. All beginnings are difficult.
Where does he say that? Leviticus 8:9? It's not in the Torah. It's not in the written Torah.
No. It's
a midrash.
Yeah, but that's what he said. He said all beginnings are difficult. So that's just the way it's going to be. You're going to start off, and it's going to be the very hardest. I'm having throat problems, but
Well, free your neck and think up.
Oh yeah, will that help my throat?
Yes.
Okay, so that's what it is. It's going to be a very difficult start, and you may get down on yourself, but it's a test, and hopefully the bracha will be there, and things will pick up. People will see this show, see that you're with me, see that you're a little bit more normal than you appear in your videos, and they may just be tempted to do it because Rabbi Rabs gives his
Hechsher.
I give my approval. People should go, and I've let you work on my neck, and we've put it on camera, have we not?
Yeah.